Good morning, students. Today in this video I will explain the concepts of chapter number 7. This chapter relates with the inputs in Java. Up to today we have also done the programming in which we have already entered the data in Java by using the scanner class. But actually the concept of that scanner class mean how to enter the data comes in this chapter. So our first topic is by how many ways we can enter the data in Java. So students, there are 4 ways. First is by using the assignment operator. For example, integer a equal to 5, like when we are giving the value in the program. Second is giving the values after executing program. For example, using scanner class. So you have done the program with the scanner class. Another class is input stream reader. So this class you have not done, but actually what is there, before Java 3.0 version there was a input stream reader class was used to make the program, but after some this input stream reader class is little bit complicated as compared to the scanner class. So to make the easy way, they have designed the scanner class to enter the data. So the third is passing arguments during the execution. So this also is not the part of your syllabus. In the little bit introduction about methods they have given. In methods we are passing the argument. You can see the example: public void add int a comma int b. So add is the method and it is of a void. When method is not returning any value, the data it is of a void type. Such type of a theoretical concept is there in your previous chapter, but the programming of method is not there in your syllabus during the 9th standard. It will come in the 10th standard. And the fourth way is by using the command line arguments. For example, public static void main string arguments, and during the command line we can enter the values. So this relates with the practical concept, but mostly we are making the programs with the scanner class, and you have already done the scanner class for writing the programs. Now first way is the assignment operator. So I have written the program to explain this. Such type of programs at the starting you have already made. First is class add, then public static void main string arguments, then we are giving the values, any assumed values we are giving, then like int a equal to 9, int b equal to 8, then we are adding that, and after that answer C is printed on the monitor. So now same program to add two numbers is done with the scanner class. Now to use the scanner class we have to write import java.util.star or import java.util.scanner. Util is a package which has the scanner class. If we will not write this package, import statement we will not give, and we will not write this package first of all, then we cannot use the scanner class. So if we want to use a scanner class, we have to import this package. Then after that, class name, then public static void main string arguments, then object of the scanner class. Now SC is the object of the scanner class, then declaration of variables, and after that enter the values of AB. Now using the next int method. Next int method is the method of the scanner class which is used to enter the integer numbers. INT stands for integer. Then after entering two numbers, adding the numbers, then printing the result. Now when you will execute, when you will compile this program, such type of output will come on your terminal window. Enter values of AB. You will give 5, 6, and answer will come, addition is 11. So what is the difference between this program using the scanner class and this program? Here the values we have given in the program. We have given the values here and calculating the total, then printing the result. Okay, we have given the values, but in the second case we have not given the values here. Here we have only declared the variables. The values are entered here using the next int method, and the values we are giving here in the after executing the program. So this is the difference. Now coming to the next point, detailed note on scanner class. First, it is present in java.util.star, or you can also write java.util.scanner. Now students, here what is the difference between this and this? Util.star, the star is a wildcard. Wildcard means it will import all the that is classes which are present in java.util package. All the classes. Star mean all the classes. But if we are writing scanner class, then only scanner class of util package will be used. So now next, what are the methods of the scanner class? So first is the next int to enter the integer value, then next float to enter the float mean decimal value. Double is also a decimal value, but the number will be long. And short, it is a short integer value. Long, it is a long integer value. And how much data type, how much storage they are using in term of byte, that is mentioned in your chapter. And then next is used to enter string without space. For example, if you want to write Aman, that is without space, so you will use a next. But if you will write Aman Kumar, if you will write Aman then space, then you will write Kumar, so space is there. So if you want to put space in the string, then next line will be used. And here students, one after this next there will be round bracket. See here, next round bracket, this is a typing mistake. Next round, to enter the character, next round bracket dot character at 0 location. This is the command to enter the character. Again I am saying, after next the round brackets will be there. So after next the round brackets will be there. This is the typing mistake which is done here. Now program to illustrate the scanner methods. Import java.util.star. So now first, methods of scanner class. Here in this program I have written all the methods so that you can understand with which command which type of data value we can enter. So now see the object of the class, then enter the value of a integer value. So next int method will be used. If you want to enter the short value, then next short command will be used. If you want to enter the long value, then next long command will be used. If you want to enter the float, then next float value will be used. And if you want to enter the decimal value, then long decimal value, then next double method will be used. And if without space, you want to enter the string without space, then next method will be used. And if you want to enter the string with space, then next line method will be used. And if you want to enter the character, now see, then sc.next character at a 0 location, this will be used. So these all the methods in this program I have mentioned. So when the output will be there, now you see, if you want to enter 5, then second, then third output C value, it is a long integer, it is a float, that is float, then this is the for the decimal, then this is a without space, then this is with space, then this is character. So I have explained all the different type of methods of scanner class with the help of a program, and what type of data will come I have shown you in this program. Now using input stream reader class. So students, this is new concept for you. First of all, when you are using input stream reader class, it is the package is java.io. Java.io package is there when you are using this input stream reader class. So how to enter input stream reader? I is the object of the class. this I have written small I, okay, not capital. Small I is the object of the class. Any other you can also take. In your book it is written, I think, ISR. You can also take any other variable you can take. In the scanner class mostly we are using the SC, and in input stream reader class you can also take ISR. You can also take ISR also take, or you can take IR, any mean variable, any object you can use. Then new input stream reader system.in, then buffer reader j is equal to new buffer reader semicolon. After this semicolon will come. Now method to enter the data is the read line. The method to enter in that there was a next int method, next float method, next double method, and here the method is a read line. Now students, this is a theoretical question only. You are not going to make the program with this. In input stream reader, whatever data we are entering, that is of string type. In input stream reader class, what data we have entered is always of a string type. Is always of a string type. What data you will enter is always of a string type. But with the help of integer parse int, you will change this string to integer. With the help of integer dot parse int, you will change this string to integer. If you want to change this string, to float, then you will use float dot parse float. If you want to change this string to double value, then you will use a double dot parse double. And if it is string, then no need to change, then only readline method will be used. So this is the parse. Now such type of questions are asked in the theoretical part, that which method is used to change a string to the integer value. Then you will write integer dot parse int. Again, which method will be used to change a string value to the float value, then which method, float dot parse float will be used. And if which method will be used to change a string to the double value, then double dot parse double method will be used. So these are the methods and which are used in the input stream reader class. So these are only for the theoretical concepts. Programming you are not going to make with this statement. Now, but I have shown you one program which will show how to add two numbers using the input stream reader class. Earlier I have done to add two numbers. First of all, I have done to add two numbers with the assignment. Then after I have done to add two numbers with the scanner class. And now I am again doing the same program so that you can understand the difference by using the input stream reader class. So how to do? See, for this, which package will be used? java.io.star, which is having the class input stream reader. Then after that, class name, then public static void main string argument throws IO exception. In the scanner class, we are not writing this throws IO exception, but when you are using the input stream reader class, you will write throws IO exception. So what is IO exception? These concepts are not mentioned in your chapter, students, but I will give you the detailed concept. Earlier in the previous books this concept was there, but now in your book this concept is not there. I will give the theory of this concept as an extra question in my notes. Throws IO exception means mistakes. So in this, if there are some mistakes that are automatically controlled by IO exception class. So input stream reader class, some mistakes are there which are automatically controlled by this class. The user will not come to know about that. So in the scanner class it is not there, but in the input stream reader class it is there. Then after that, just like the scanner class, you are writing input stream reader I is equal to new input stream reader system.in buffer reader j. Here I must be small. If you feel that it is a capital, then it is not a capital, it is a small I. But you can use any other variables also, ISR. Okay, IS you can use any other. So in scanner class there is only one line, scanner s is equal to new scanner system.in. But in input stream reader class there are two lines you have to write. These are compulsory to write, these two lines. Okay, then after that declaration of the variables, then enter the value of ABC. Then with the previously I have explained how to use with the help of read line string will be entered, value will be entered, like you will enter 5, but it is not will be of integer type, it will be of string type. It will change to the integer type by using this. Okay, so again I am saying in input stream reader class the values, for example 5, 6, 2, 1, you are entering that are of the string type. By default it is of a string type, but a string we cannot add, so we have to change that string value to the integer value. So if you are using the integer, then integer dot pass int. If you are using the double, then double dot pass double. If you are using the float, then float pass float dot pass float. So I hope that this concept is clear to you. Then after that add the values, and after that print the result. So in the three ways I have done the same program. You see, in the three ways again I am saying I have done the program. First by giving the value, and after that second method by using the scanner class. After that by using the input stream reader class. So after that by using the input stream reader class. So the same program I have done in three ways. Now our next topic is Java package. This I will explain in my next video. So any doubt regarding inputs in Java, how many ways you can enter, and what is the difference between the scanner class and input stream reader class, you can ask me in the WhatsApp group. Thank you.